President-elect Biden has one of the most difficult tasks, in history for his upcoming inaugural address. He just has a short amount of time to talk to an audience that's going to be smaller in person, but tens of millions of people are going to be watching both in the country and around the world. And it's been a really tough year in America with the pandemic starting in the spring and all the political turmoil and division that occurred both during the election and the transition period. And so the first thing he needs to do, and certainly the most important, is to unify a very fractured country. He needs to reach out to those voters, that voted for President Trump. Joe Biden got the most votes ever, over 80 million, and had a really successful election and electoral victory. But despite that, there was still 74 million people in the country that voted for somebody else. And so, he's said this before, and I'm sure this will be a big theme of the address, that he wants to be the president for everyone, the entire country, and not just those that voted for him. There have been many presidents over time that have come into these really tumultuous periods, going back to the inaugural addresses of Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War and the run-up to that. Franklin Delano Roosevelt came in during a Great Depression, and even President Obama in a real recession that happened. And so no one envies the position he's in, but at the same time, he's been wanting to be president for all of his life. He's been in public service for over 50 years, was vice president for 8 years, and then previously in the Senate. And so he's had a firsthand view to really tough situations. They're certainly concerned about the foundations of democracy in the United States and what the future holds. Our allies are going to be watching, and they've been watching the images from what happened on the Capitol for the last week. And so making sure that the world knows that America is going to be back, and the style and leadership is going to be different. So while it is a very tough time for the country, I couldn't think of anybody else, given the background experience, that would be in a better position, have more experience to give this really important address to the nation.